Right when my stories started getting good, the internet goes out. It doesn't make any sense to me why I dropped my stream. I don't understand how it all works. I feel like I don't know what I feel like. I feel like the internet connection is good and the router is like 6 feet away. But whatever. Let me try to get my monitor back up. What's weird is like I need to look into this, but like one time I need to blow my nose again. Why is my nose always running? Excuse me for 1 second. Something about streaming makes my nose clog up. It never clogs up any other time. I don't understand it. Is it the UV lights? So like I've had when the streams dropped in the past, one or two times, it like, do you want to reconnect to your stream? That is considerably better than like starting a new stream, because now I got the stupid stream that I just wrote the word boo on, like boo. And I don't know how far I got into the poor kid walking with no pant or no leg coverings, but I mean, part of me thinks that that's like that should be technically child abuse on behalf of the school to allow that child to walk outside their doors in those kind of clothing conditions, because a kid that age, obviously, based on the fact that I saw him walking outside dressed like that, does not have the cognitive ability to make the decision for his own safety. I think my comment was the kid walking in shorts when it was 12 degrees out, that's our future. And the adults that let him go out in that condition dressed is our present. That's where we are, guys. Is there's our future and here's our present. Is like that's happening. The other comment was there was a lot of kids not wearing proper coats for temperatures that cold. And I don't know if like the latest thing is it's cool not to wear a coat. I mean, I remember, like I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, you had to wear the coat. But what you'd do is you'd pull the coat off your shoulders and you'd have your arms in it. You'd wear it like that was like the symbol. Like you'd wear your coat like that, because you had to have the coat on. Like there was like that was non-negotiable. And unfortunately, sorry for 1 second. Unfortunately, I think because they let the kids wear the coat off their shoulders, that was the beginning of not having to wear a coat when it's cold out. You know. Thanks, past. You know, the past let the present get away with that, so now the present's going to let the future wear shorts when it's 12 degrees out. Oh well. I'm going to save some of this. This was sourdough bread. It's pretty good. I'm going to cut some of that up for the old beastess so she can have a little extra. She likes a little extra on the old breakfast plate. You don't get it all, dog. It's my breakfast too. So, I don't know. That's probably a recap of the week. There were some other highlights, but I don't want to bore the internet with like every little thing that I do, because it's not necessary. All right. Can I put it on the floor before you start eating it? Good Lord, you act like you don't get any food. Get all you want. That bowl is always full. Get all the food. Don't let the internet think I don't feed my dog. Eat the eggs. Eat the eggs. Eat those eggs. Eat them. Get those eggs. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. The other funny thing about the road construction project. This is crazy. So, what they told me the other day was like, there's one more week. I'm going to go to monologue here. Hold, please. Let me get this adjusted up. Come on, tripod. Hey! my cabinets? That's weird. I'm supposed to speaking in my cabinets. Those are my cabinets. Anyways, we're just about choked on pepper. So there's like 1 week left in their season. They're like, basically they're going to try to pour what they got ready to go Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. And then they're done for the season. So they're buttoning everything up. So the project down my driveway left, they've opened that up. So they've taken all the road closed signs. So for like a week or two there, they normally there's 3 sections of road closed sign blocking the whole road. Well, they took the center one out for local traffic to be able to get to their houses because those people have been walking. Well, they've taken the other 2 out, so the road is open now. And since Friday, I've been enjoying the spectacle of large volumes of traffic coming down the road to my driveway and discovering the road is in fact closed still. And the decision-making process there is quite interesting. One of 3 things happens. One, the person just says full send and just keeps going. I've seen that multiple times, just off-roading through the construction site, bombing through, going up the excavated spot. I don't know how they're doing it. They're doing it. They're figuring it out now. There's like a little path going, and I see a lot of cars doing it. Some people think about it like, I think I can make it. 2, they just go and they go down the old gravel road that way thinking that's the way out, and they're just gone for a few minutes and they come back. 3, they start reversing, and now they're just going straight reverse back down the road they came from. But what gets interesting is the volume is such, it's not just one-off cars. They're coming. Basically what's happening is someone sees somebody going, and they go, the person in front of me possesses knowledge that is not available to the person behind them, and they are just going with, that person knows what's up, I'm following, and they follow. So you get these packs of cars that come down here, and then it's like, there's nowhere to go. There's no backup spot. There's no nothing. And there's just all these cars just parked. And like, they're all panicking. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty good stuff. I did check. They, in fact, took every single road closed sign down except for the one right here at the end where the road is closed. Yep, they did that. Even though a full solid, and I mean a solid block, basically me to like the first turn is essentially 1 lane now because there's still construction stuff sitting there. You could easily put a road closed sign there, easily, because there was one forever. Like, you could just put it right in front of where all the cars are parked, or the construction is parked, and call it a road closed. But, yeah, no, that's... Well, what they could have done is there was a road that's very steep that goes up to the top of the hill, and for reasons that I cannot fathom, they put a road closed sign up there during this whole project, right in the middle of the road, on a road which, in fact, is not closed. And which in fact only leads to a right turn only closed situation. And that thing was out there forever, for no reason. Like, if my arm hadn't been hurt, I would have moved that myself. The first day I saw that, I would have picked that thing up and thrown it in someone's yard. But my arm's been jacked up, so I couldn't do it. And like, it was right on the corner that was like my route in and out of my little disaster. And then about halfway through the project, they dug up a water valve there, right on that corner. So it was water valve taking up a whole lane. The through traffic was a road closed block sign, and then you had 1 lane up this extremely steep section to a pretty steep section where all this traffic was trying to get through. And it was a circus show because 2 lanes down turned into 1, 2 lanes up turned into 1, and everyone was trying to go down the temporary access, which was a 1 lane too. So you'd get to an intersection where there was potentially up to six cars going in different directions that there's only room for 1. It was crazy. Like, you just have to sit there and look at everybody like, well, who's got the right-of-way? Well, they can't go anywhere. And who doesn't have the right-of-way? Well, they're going to have to move because no one can go unless the guy, literally the only one with the stop sign was the one who had to go because he was in the absolute, yeah, it was, cheers, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Like, God. Like, someone is paying, like, someone's paying for food, housing, and like clothing with the skills that it took to set that road close. It's just like, that's amazing to me that someone's being paid and they're feeding themselves, and these decisions are being made, and they're still like, they're not homeless and starving and destitute, because I would think you wouldn't have a job very long if that's where you place road close signs. Same with the picking up the road close signs. It's like, how are you not leaving at least one? Like, at the last possible egress, there should be a road close sign. technically, it should have been 2 blocks before. They should be filing people at. There's still a bypass. There's still a bypass happening. Whatever. The only thing I can come up with is this is what I'm coming up with. Was the construction season probably ended last week officially on paper, on contract. And the road sign person's contract probably said on this date, pick the signs up. But they haven't got the concrete poured because it was so cold. I mean, single digit, you can't pour concrete. Well, you can, but you shouldn't. No comment on what's happening out there, but it's going to work out great. They poured some concrete in some conditions that I would raise an eyebrow at. Now, I think some of that's coming out as a temporary patch for the end of the season, but I've never seen concrete poured when active snow is falling, personally. That's just me. I've never placed it that way, but whatever. I've learned in life there's more than one way to do something, and the way I do it is not the way that everybody does it. So, anywhoosies, I don't know. I think that might be it. I don't know how long the first stream went for. Sorry it dropped. I just don't even know anymore. I just don't know. I'm just along for the ride. I'm just watching it all happen in front of me, thinking, I wish everybody the best of luck in their endeavors. Try to do the best you can. If you see something that you know is wrong, you should try to speak up, even though everyone's going to tell you it's right. Even just if you know it's wrong, you gotta just let them know. You gotta let them know. I'm sure they, yeah, I'm not gonna say it. They probably think I'm a lunatic, but I don't care. All I know is my driveway is gonna be straight when it's done. I told them that. It's like, it's gonna be straight. And I have been assured that road is going in where it's supposed to. We assure you. And I was like, really? Really? That's what you're assuring me, that it's going in exactly within, like, how close? Well, you know, there's tolerances. And I was like, well, it's 2 feet within the tolerance. I mean, you put the road wherever you want to. I don't care. Just that one strip of straightness needs to be, please. Please, thank you, and you're welcome. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the 2 stream. If you missed the first stream, go back a stream. It's under the live tab. I'm sorry. It's just the internet. It's amazing. Stay safe. Come on, button. Pressed you.